In this video, I will show you how to climb Mount Kinabalu in Malaysia on your own without a tour. At the end, we will calculate the total cost.
First of all, we are going to the start point by scooter. You see Honda Itinerary.
First, we went to the transport stop in Kota Kinabalu near Padang Merdeka, where we parked the scooter and took a taxi to the starting point of the climb in Kundasang. The taxi fare for one car is 120 ringgit. We left at 6:30 in the morning. The journey took an hour and a half. We were lucky with the weather. It was sunny and warm because it really can be like that. We went to the office to register, where we paid 350 ringgit for the guide, 6 for printing our reservation, and transport to the starting point of climb and back. We bought the main ticket for climbing the mountain a month and a half in advance. This includes one night in a shared hostel as well. We were given badges and we started climbing.
And today we have 6 kilometers. Did you know which accommodation you stay up here?
Yes, we.
If you're not enough with the snacks, you can buy some on the spot, on the starting point. We bought rice, and per one portion, we paid like around 8 ringgits.
First pause.
At each point, there is a very basic toilet, untreated cold water that you can fill in a bottle, trash cans, and a place to sit. The first 3-4 kilometers of the climb are steps of various kinds. Closer to the house, to your accommodation, the stones will begin. Around the fourth kilometer, you will have a full lunch break. Along the way, you will meet many rare plants and birds. And of course, squirrels.
Hello. From the fifth spot, we almost reached out the dorm, our hotel, and then we will climb Kota Kinabalu. Finally, we arrived.
We booked one of the cheapest dorms, one shared room for men and women. Everyone chooses their own bed, one bathroom, one toilet for women and one for men, one shared shower. The water is ice cold. There are no tissues or soap, so bring all the toiletries you need. Also, you can purified water here. The price includes 3 meals here. It's a buffet. You can eat well. The food selection is great. Everything is delicious. The connection here is bad. There is no Wi-Fi. Our SIM card didn't work, although people with a cell phone provider had internet. After dinner, it's better to go to bed right away because you have to wake up by yourself around 2 a.m. and there will be a climb up to the summit and descent to the starting point.
We are going to start our ascending to the summit and not freeze.
At the beginning of the climb, my backpack weighed about 5 kilograms, and when you go to the summit, you can take out the unnecessary things in the dorm and climb with a lighter backpack of about 1 kilogram. The temperature was about 5 degrees above zero. I didn't have all necessary warm things with me. I told the guide about it, and he found an extra jacket, gloves, and 2 flashlights for me and my friend. By the way, you can't fly a drone here. There are signs everywhere that flights are prohibited. However, you can get a paid permit on the official website and then you can film the mountain from a height. But it's not a quick process and it's quite expensive. To reach the top of the mountain, you need to climb 3.7 kilometers, which is around 3 hours of climbing, depending on how fast you climb. There will be steep climbs along the way where you need to hold on to the rope, which is why you should have gloves so you don't hurt your hands and keep them warm. There was no rain during our climb, so everything was dry and it was easy to climb. On the way to the summit, there will be one point with a toilet and untreated water.
Finally.
Well, finally we climbed to the summit. The temperature was quite comfortable, around 3-5 degrees above zero. We didn't climb fast, so we didn't sweat. Now we will take a few photos and start descending. About health, everything was fine, we felt good, but I saw one person feeling nauseous. satisfied with the climb. The mountains are very beautiful, have unusual and fascinating shapes, sometimes even mystical. In terms of difficulty, this mountain is really suitable for beginners. The path is difficult, but for me everything was quite familiar and easy. 8 months ago, I climbed Mount Rinjani in Indonesia on the island of Lombok, and that climb was much more difficult, and it is for a moderate hiking skill level. Although Rinjani is a little lower, it is much more difficult compared to Mount Kinabalu. After descending to the hostel, you have to pack your things, have a second breakfast in the buffet, and settle back to the starting point. The way back was rainy, especially closer to lunch it started to rain. After climbing, you can order a taxi, but it will be more expensive, about 250 ringgit, but we divided the amount between 4 people. Or you can find a bus and the return trip will be even more cheaper, but we couldn't find any buses. Person with everything, this hike costs 1,400 ringgit. It is 317 USD dollars. This is the cheapest option we could find. I will leave some useful links in the video description. Thank you for watching.